Yeah, it all happened so fast, and so I think definitely leading up into this meet, I did a lot of visualization, and so I just felt like, you know, I've been here before. I kind of stuck to my process, knowing that, you know, if it just flows, then I can hit every single point of that race. Before you know it, I hit the wall, and I had a lot of joy afterwards. Towards the end, I'm just really grateful for this moment and to be racing again. So yeah, it's been good. My journey's been so interesting, different to most. I'm working full-time as an event manager at the Allan Jones Aquatic Center over in Knoxville, and then obviously training as well, so just balancing that. I'm in the position where obviously looking towards 2028 in LA, and also trying to fund my swimming as well. So I've really had to, you know, take some time to really figure out what works, and also keep it simple as well, knowing that I can get my training, I can still give my all for my job as well. And at the same time, it's very empowering knowing that, you know, whatever I do, I give my best. People can depend on me as well. And at the same time, I can come here, I can throw down some fast times. And so it's been a really cool journey. It's hard, you know, and there's so many swimmers, you know, who don't get to share it as often. But it's difficult. It's not ideal going into LA. And so I'm hoping that over the next couple of months, you know, that I just continue to improve, grow and get stronger and faster, to the point where, you know, I can give my all towards swimming, and give everything into that. But at the same time, you know, I'm having fun with where I'm at right now. It's kind of like a Rocky 3 style of training. You know, sometimes I have to lift some of the heavy stuff. I have to hop in the pool to help with some lane changes, you know, be there from the morning to the afternoon when there's a meet going on. But like, I know that, like I said, you know, I can stick to my process and give my best for my swimming. So it's definitely tiring, just being there all the time, which is why over the past couple of months, especially since my surgery in July, I've tried to incorporate a lot of rest into my training, knowing that when I get my training sessions done, then I have those set days where I can just not focus on swimming and I can fill my cup. You know, I connect with the people that are around me, I go on a date with my girlfriend, you know, and that rest is really important, you know, in terms of just building that program, and it's gonna help me in the long run, building towards LA. I had to get my appendix removed, so yeah, I just flown to Berlin, Germany for the World University Games. I arrived on the Monday, and on the Tuesday I got rushed to the hospital. And so I couldn't swim there. I was kind of the favorite to win the 50. I also had to forgo World Champs as well, which I was really looking forward to. And so yeah, took 10 weeks off, which is definitely tough for me. I think it's tough for any athlete, you know, not being able to be at the pool or exercise, but I was patient, you know. I'm so thankful for the people that were in my corner, the people that just, you know, gave me love, and reassured me as well, knowing that if I just trust the process, take it one moment at a time, stay locked in, you know, focused, it will come, right? And so, yeah, here we are in December, right? And I'm starting to, you know, reap the rewards of that. So I back myself. The amount of times I've said to people, you know, I'm a different animal, right? It's just knowing that whatever obstacle, whatever challenge comes in my way, you know, that's part of the journey, right? That's part of the process. And definitely coming to a meet like this, viewing it as preparation, right? As training, you know, thinking in terms of, you know, the bigger picture, LA, right? And so, yeah, it was definitely hard, but, you know, I took it, you know, on the chin, and I made the most of it. I still remember, you know, doing my rehab in Germany. all I could do was walk, right? And so I go in the morning for a walk with my dad. You know, I come home, I might do some visualization. You know, in swimming, you know, there are, you know, the power of words as well. I always like to, you know, talk positive, and so, you know, thinking about words like fast, strong, powerful. A word like slow down is not one that I like having in my vocabulary, but it was something that I needed to embrace, right? I was forced to slow down, right? Having your appendix, you know, rupture is something you can't control, right? And so I did the best that I can to stay healthy and to not get sick, but when something like that happens, you know, it's out of your control. And so in that moment, you know, I was really just taking it one moment at a time. And here I am, you know, I remember those first swims in September, right? And instead of rushing it and, you know, trying to push, I stayed patient, and here I am, you know, so. Cameron's just definitely a great person. He helped me a lot when I was a youngster. I felt like in the past couple of years, now that I'm obviously in the senior levels, training as a professional, there's been a lot of athletes that, not just South Africans, you know, South African sportsmen, I think just international people. I'm a big football fan, soccer, right? And so someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, you know, his work ethic, his discipline, his focus, it's something like that can just drive me, and I can take that mindset and apply it into the swimming world as well, knowing that, you know, I can just back myself and execute, you know, when the time is needed. So the 50 has always been my baby, and so definitely, you know, looking to focus on that. But with the 100 as well, there's a lot of good feedback that I can get from that can help me build towards the 50. I think especially for the South African national team, looking at like a relay for Commonwealth Games, World Champs, Olympics, I've got a lot of momentum. The 50 is obviously so technical, right? You got to hit every single marker, and I think for me it's not overthinking things. It's really just trying to master those key aspects, like the dive, the pull out, the 10-meter segments, and definitely the finish as well, and just repetition, right? A lot of my training just been about the consistency, about having fun as well, staying loose and playful. That's me when I'm at my best, and knowing that it can just flow. You know, there's been a lot of training sessions over the past couple of weeks, which have been tough. I've had a lot of pain in my lower back, but you know, I continue to just trust myself, recover as well, and make adjustments, knowing that at the end of the day, you know, I can take those steps so that when I get to LA, and I can just put myself in a position to be in that final and then put myself on the podium. So.